Welcome to this shortwave radio channel. And you know what? It's interesting because I've been using these two big desktop receivers that I'm sure a lot of people are looking at and drooling and saying, oh, wow, these are radios. And up to a certain point, they are. I mean, they are amazing desktops. They are beautiful in what they are. They are beautiful receivers. They're sexy. And I'm glad to have both of them. But you know what? After a week, more than a week of playing around with the Kenwood R5000, which is here at the top, and the Icom R8500 at the bottom, what I've noticed is that I would, if I would lose all of my radios today, and I'd be offered to have one, including one of those, I would not take the desktops. I would actually go to an SDR. I would probably go back to the RSPDX, which the SDR play RSPDX, which I love. If SDRs were not there, what would I choose? Well, I would probably not choose one of those. There's more and more of a reason today for being mobile, and one of them is noise. And what I realized is that, you know what? Today's portables perform as well as these radios. I've been listening for a week. I've been trying to find a reason why this would be better than my portable receivers, especially the best ones that I have. And I don't see any. I don't see any because older receivers are limited also in a lot of ways. Today, the DSP chip, like just say a Texan PL990X, it's $200 receiver. It might look like a lot of money, but these are $1,000 radios. I mean, to today's standards, I mean, the Kenwood R5000 today would be like a $2,500 radio. And this was a $1,750 radio back in 2008. Let's put it, and let's say they're that same price. They're expensive. They're analog PLL. They, of course, definitely have advantages. They don't overload. They're really, really, robust on that side. But when you start looking today at what today's radios have, somebody mentioned, passband tuning and IF shift. And you know what? I wouldn't care about these features when I look at today's radios, especially with all the bandwidths we have. Why do you need an IF shift? It's because something is annoying you near the frequency you're listening to. Well, if you got very narrow bandwidths, you can still do the same job. It's a way where I'm starting to think that these are great radios, but if you are into the market of buying a new radio, or buying a radio and thinking these are way better than what we have today, I don't see an appeal for that. I don't see them better than today. I see them top of the gun radios like today's portables. Some of the best radios out there are top of the gun for today. A Texan H51X, Texan PL990X definitely is equal to these two big guns. Even the lower end like the XH Data D808, the Texan PL330. You know what? For the price they have nothing to envy to these big gun radios here, because they are darn surprising. And this is where we see that technology has come to a point where you don't necessarily have to buy $1,000 radios to perform good DX and good receive conditions. It's an old school line of thought that isn't valid anymore, pretty much. Now, that said, if you talk about, well, what about the Icom ICR8600 or things like that? Well, these things are SDRs. They're SDRs with, a box around them with buttons. So it's like having an SDR play RSPDX, but within a receiver, within a enclosure with buttons that looks like old radio, sorry. So, that's where they stand. But it also tells me that, you know what, I would not buy $1,000 receivers today. what I realize is that it's not worth it. And not worth it because today's, inexpensive radios are just darn so good. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.